In this video series about Java, we're going to be building lots of complex programs using Java and some object-oriented principles and some understanding of data structures. But before we do any of that, we have to do the most basic thing there is to do in Java, which is to create and compile a program and then run it. So, obviously first we need to create this, and I'm using JGrasp as an IDE for now. If you were doing this without an IDE, you just go and create a Notepad file, and it is actually remarkably similar, except to compile and run, you have to do that from the command line. Now I'm going to save this, and I'm going to save this as just hello world.java. Or in fact, because I've set the file type to Java files, I can just call it hello world. So I've saved a file, and that's a good start. Well, you Python programmers may come here and just go, so do I just go put in the command to print hello world? Well, not exactly. Because we're learning about object-oriented, everything is going to be done within a class. And it's good convention to name the class that to name your file the same as your class, starting with a capital letter. But can I just go ahead and write in here? Well, no. I mean, you can't really even, that's not even really how it works in Python. Your class needs to have methods. And the method that we start from in Java is our main method. Now I'll explain what public and static and void mean later. But for now, you just need to know your main method in the class that's driving your program, and I'll explain what all of that means, is where you're going to write your code. And here is where we can write system.out.println. And from there, you can do lots of different things. You can create classes, you can create data structures, you can do all sorts of things from this main method, and that'll run involving other classes. But okay, so I've written a program in Java that understands the object-oriented things in Java. What do I do next? Well, if you're in the command line, you have to go to the directory this file is in and run a command called java compile, and then you have to java that class file, run it. The equivalent of that here is just to hit compile and then to hit run. And we see here that we have run hello world. So this is the first video of what's going to be a video series, and it's going to start by explaining various pieces of Java syntax and just how to write the kind of code you'd write in other languages in Java. And then we're going to start talking about object-oriented programming. And then we will also do some UI stuff and some data structure stuff. I hope you enjoy the course, and this has been the first episode of my course on Java programming.